All right, guys. So, welcome to Security Marketing and Growth Tactics. I'm Jamar Suber, and I'm your guy for the next several hours in this program that you've gotten yourself into. And hey, I want to share a story with you right from the very beginning. I want to take the pressure off you. So, here's the deal. I would say back in 2011, 12, somewhere in there. I was doing well. Things were going smoothly, but I was unfulfilled. I spoke actually at Jordan Davis Day here in Jacksonville, Florida. Did the speaking engagement, and it was great. The news coverage was there, and a ton of people got a great accolades and all that good stuff. But I felt empty. I had this feeling in the pit of my stomach that I just wasn't doing enough. On the outside to everyone else, I was successful, I was doing well. But in here, I was unfulfilled. I was not living up to my fullest potential. And at that point, I had to make a decision. Did I want to keep going in the direction I was going? Or did I want to find my true call? And I prayed, I took some time. I took a look at becoming traditional law enforcement, local law enforcement. I took a look at corrections, a few different avenues, to go down this path towards my calling. Filled out paperwork, was getting ready to go to the academy, all of those types of things. And then I had to pump the brakes. And the reason why is because I had to be authentic with myself. I'm a protector by nature, so these types of career paths would have been great for me. But at the same time, I'm an entrepreneur. I thrive on reaching certain levels. I thrive on being able to determine my future. It's very, very, very difficult. It was very difficult for me to punch a clock, for somebody to tell me, hey, show up on post and or show up here at a certain time, take your lunch break at a certain time. And even worse, they determined how much they were going to pay me. I'm going to pay you X amount of an hour and all of those things. So what I had to do was figure out a way of entrepreneurship, but at the same time, answer this call of being a protector. And for me, obviously, just like you, I answered that call by starting a security company. But before I got there, I want to tell you this. I humbled myself. I had a family. I went and I worked for a company, for about 3 years. I made $9.25 an hour. And this was armed security in a housing project or shopping mall, strip mall. This was not a glorified position. This was not the position or not the opportunity that I thought that I would have gotten myself into as a security officer. Although I went in with a plan, and my plan was to learn the industry, my plan was to learn it to the point where I would become an owner. But at the same time, I started at a low level. And that thing was torture. $9 an hour, $10 an hour. It was killing me. And I don't even know till this day how I survived. The only thing I can attribute it to is always being a visionary, always being a person that sees up ahead. That's the only way that I was able to make it. So I went in at a low level. I was guarding clubs and all this other crazy stuff, walking through housing projects with firearms, 3 a.m. in the morning. All of these types of things. I'm here at home. You can hear my kids in the background. I'm a regular guy. I'm not some big time market guy and all of this. I'm a regular dude. So anyway, I stayed in that role, making a few bucks an hour just long enough to to understand it, long enough to be able to make an exit from that particular company. And you guys have heard my story before. If you haven't, there's a few other videos and some things out there. And plus, I'll be telling pieces of my story along the way. But I had to go from ground zero from the very bottom, 9 something an hour, and work my way up. And you know, that's exactly what I did with this particular company. And I remember that fateful day. I took a leap, you know, and that leap, it was faith. It was perseverance. It was all of it. I started with one contract. It was just enough to pay the bills at home. But what it did is it allowed me to free my time from working for an agency and to begin to lay these stepping stones towards agency owner. So I worked this one post. I worked it myself. It was out in the parking lot, actually at a strip club, you know, the very thing that I did not want to be around. But I did it, you know. And the income from that was just enough to almost keep the lights on. But what it actually did is it freed my time in order for me to build my security agency. So in the very beginning, it's a struggle. It's rough. You know, you're not going to always hit the mark. You're not going to always get it right. But I developed this program to help you. I developed this program so you can understand what it means to market and to grow and to do these things on your own until you're successful enough to be able to hire. That's what this program was born to do. This program is for the entrepreneur. This is for the one who's going at it alone, or you got a partner or one or two partners and you guys said, you know what, I can do this better. I can do better for myself. And you broke away and you started your agency. So now my goal with this program is to help you grow and market. But it all starts with this step. So this is the introduction. Thank you. Welcome. You know, go course by course. Don't jump ahead. Go course by course. Get a firm understanding. My contact information is here as well. Reach out to me if you need some help. Let's figure out how to give you a hand. All right. Welcome.